Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. And yeah, this video, I think it's kind of important for you, and I make this video because I got so many questions. What kind of training I do, or what kind of training I recommend for B-boys, B-girls, or athletic movers, because I did that maybe now for 20 years, and I think you should watch the whole video because I divided the video like in 5 parts where you can see my progression about training and my different periods, how my training looks, how my body changed, and if I get better in breaking or not. And in the end, I think I give you my personal opinion and my recommendation what you should do, how your training could and should look like. So let's start, but it's very important to watch the whole video because you have to watch the different parts to understand my opinion in the end. So when I start breaking, actually I go crazy right away. I practice up to 7 times a week, always 4 to 5 hours. I got addicted. This is one of my first videos that I put on YouTube, maybe after 5 or 6 years of breaking. Still a little bit sloppy, but yeah, I just go hardcore. Just training, no break, no recovery, breakdance, 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 that's all. I don't care about my body, I just go crazy. And yeah, I got better day by day. And the only thing actually what happened during this period is like wrist pain a little bit, and of course this mark here on the shoulder, scratch mark. I think you can do nothing against it. This is crazy when you start breaking. I don't know anybody that go out of the training room after 2 or 3 years without this stretch mark. And yeah, sometimes I'm still getting it, but not so often like in the beginning of the breaking. Now we come to part 2. I called this part like the injuries, but before I talk about the injuries, I want to show you the training again. Still like in part 1, in period 1, I go crazy as hell. I just practice breaking 7 times a week, up to 5 hours, no rest. Maybe 1 time in a week I make a rest. I really no break. I even went to school sometimes because I was so tired from breaking, and my training changed a little bit. The moves got harder. I do more head spins, more shoulder tracks. The legs got a better stretch, so I could move better and faster. But the thing is, because my moves get more crazy, more fast, more quick, more creative, more dangerous, what happened during this 5 years, actually this was my hardest period of my life in breaking. I got a lot of injuries. I got 7 knee surgeries, and I realized I can't go on more like that. It's crazy. I almost was crying. And then one big thing happened in my life. I went to the doctor. I can still see that moment when I got home and I had injury in my shoulder, in my neck from shoulder track. And then I want to make a push-up the next day and I fall on my right face. And I realized, shit, my arm hurts day by day more and more. And then I had to go to the hospital, and then they realized that I had a disc accident in my neck. And when the doctor saw me, he said, you should be paralyzed. How you can walk? And this was so a big mind changer in my life that I have to change my mind, my way of breaking totally. But just about this injury part, I will make a new video because it's a lot to tell you, to talk about this crazy period in my life. Here in the end, just to show you how my body looks like after 10 years of breaking, you see some pictures. Without body weight training, weightlifting, nothing. Now we come to part 3. This is the mind changer. Because of this kind of injuries, and I even went to university at this time and studied sport economics, so I get to know my body better, how the muscle works, what the body needs, about nutrition, everything. And this was even the time where I created breakletics, not full out, but I did more breakletics. I do a lot of body weight training. I do a lot of calisthenics. And what's very important, what I did is that I use weights. I started weightlifting, but just in a functional way. So I did this weightlifting stuff just to protect my joints, the shoulder joints, the elbows, the knees, the hip, the neck, very important. And maybe you realized even I did no head spins anymore at this time, no shoulder tracks, because it was too dangerous. So on the other side was bullshit. On the other side, of course, I get more creative. And that is the time where Too Hard to Bite even starts, and this video went viral, and a lot of people got inspired by me and Lil Amok. This was the time where we won the Battle of the Year competition, I think 2 or 3 times in a row. We got the best show. It was also the battle against Lil G that I won. And at this time, my body changed. You can see some pictures over here. Like these pictures just come from bodyweight training, breakletics, functional training, weightlifting, but in a functional way with not a lot of weights. So easy. And this was my most successful life in breaking. And now we come to a very important part also in my breaking career, or in my lifetime career, in my journey of breaking dancing. I start with bodybuilding, but with really heavy weights. I don't have so much videos here, but you have some pictures like you see. I just kicked like really normal weightlifting training bar with a lot of weights. I really wanted to gain muscles. And this time I even go more for calisthenics, more weights. I practice everywhere, on the street, in my garden, in my holy days, everywhere what was possible, I was working out like crazy. And now you're gonna see some pictures what happened to my body when I started bodybuilding and breaking. My training looks like crazy. In the morning I went to bodybuilding, I eat a lot, then I have a break for 5-6 hours, and then I went to breaking. And it's crazy, my body changed completely. Here you can see what happened. Let's make a break right here. We have 3 pictures here, and here you see really the breakdance body. Let's call it breakdance body. The body weight kind of body where I still did breaking, and then on the right side you see like the bodybuilding breaking. I changed completely also my nutrition, like you can see here. I just eat like healthy, like you see, very basic, nothing special. Really just easy food. And then and here in the next picture, one more time you're gonna see the difference between my body before, when I did like breakletics, functional training, and I think it's enough. I was happy with that. And then like the next step, this is the final step, I wanted to look like a Saiyajin. Then the weights come into my life, and I still did my trainings, you know. But I have to be honest with you, it was hard to have this discipline to go crazy with this weight, with this pounds. I grow like 2 to 3 pounds, and just my upper body. And this discipline for so a long time, I did like 3 years. I think it's really hard, and I don't know if this is the right way. You can see in these videos, this even was the first time I even could almost kick the real run and air flare. My flare was still crazy as fuck. I still was like flexible, like you can see here. These pictures were like in my best time, my best form. I don't know how much fat I had, maybe about 4 or 5% of my body were just about fat. The other thing was muscles. Here one more time the picture where you see the difference. And the biggest problem about this period was to go through this wrist pain. And all my trainings in breaking, I did a lot of shows, was always very heavy. It was really not easy to go through this period. It was just too much. Everything hurts. I need so much motivation to go through. And I just could make it for 2 years, because just my body gets too heavy. And that's why I quit bodybuilding again, and still just using it at a functional way, like to protect my joints. And if I would recommend you something, go for a bodyweight training and a functional weightlifting training. For the bodyweight training, because so many b-boys and b-girls are just pushing and not pulling at all, I would say 40% of your bodyweight training should be pushing and static exercises, and 60% pulling exercises. And then if you want to use weights, just use the weights to protect your ankles, If you want some special advice, write me in the comments. I give you some special exercises. And that's it. And of course, take care about your nutrition. Don't practice breaking for 7 days a week. This does not work out. You need recovery. Go for 4 times a week. Use the other days for some other trainings, recovery trainings, and functional bodyweight training. And the last part, I don't want to talk too much, is the years of breakletics. My life changed from a b-boy, from an artist. I'm still an artist. I study sport economics, but now I'm trying to build up a business with breakletics. And about this part, I'm sure I'm going to make a new video. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. You could get inspired and get some knowledge. And yeah, if you liked it, thumbs up, comment below what you think about this journey. Peace, Peter, much love and respect.